What's up guys, this is Y and today I'm gonna show you how to create this amazing 3D effect in Photoshop without using any third-party plugins, softwares or anything like that. So without wasting any single moment, let's get started. Okay, before we start this tutorial, I wanna say that I have also created an advanced tutorial regarding this 3D effect. You can watch that in I button. This tutorial is going to be a lot more basic and simple. So I'm going to just click on File and New. I'm going to create a new document and I'm going to set something like 1500 by 1500 and the resolution to around 300. Okay, I'm gonna place it somewhere around there. Cool. So now I'm gonna just select a nice tone for the background. That looks good. I'm gonna fill it, or let's say something like that. Nope. You can pretty much use any tone you want. I'm gonna just go with this. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my text tool and I'm gonna select a color of say blue. That looks good. And I wanna just type in like say 3D. Cool. And I wanna just place in right there. And by the way, I'm using Oswald font. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just select this layer and we're gonna press Ctrl+J and I'm gonna just double click this and click in here. I'm gonna go to Brightness tab and just bring down the brightness of the color, the same color that we used. So hit OK. Okay, and I'm gonna bring this layer below this layer. Now I'm gonna select this tool and I wanna just place it something like let's say, yeah, that'll work. Cool. So we can already see some nice 3D effect right there, but we're gonna take it to another level. So I wanna just duplicate this layer one more time. I'm gonna rename this to shadow. And I'm gonna just right click and convert to smart object. Cool. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to this FX tab. I'm gonna choose color overlay and I'm gonna select black. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna just right click. I'm gonna select this new smart object via copy. Cool. I'm gonna disable this. Okay, so we are good on our way. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just move this layer a bit backwards and I'll go to blur, Gaussian blur, and I'm gonna just blur it out a bit. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. Okay, and I want to create a layer mask. Now I want to select the brush tool with opacity 100% and flow 100%. Select the black color. I want to just erase the parts I don't want. Okay, just like that. Just erase the parts we don't want. That looks good. Let's see. Take your time in this. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Where do I have the effect going around? Okay, let's see. There's a little bit extra. Make the brush size smaller by using the bracket keys and just remove it. Cool. So now I'm gonna select this gradient tool and select this neutral density gradient and select this preset right there. And I'm gonna select the layer mask and I just remove it. Something like that. Okay, so we have a nice shadow going there. Select the brush tool and decrease the opacity and flow. And I'm gonna just paint in the areas where I think it needs a little bit of shadows. Paint with white. Okay, let's see. Okay, so really quick, I'm gonna just change the color of this to something of a brighter shade. And something like that looks good. Okay, so this is looking pretty decent. You can see it matches the original example. It looks better, I guess. And I'm gonna just group it up, and I'm gonna just create a new layer there, and I'm gonna bring it down, and I'm gonna select the elliptical marquee tool, and I'm gonna just make a nice round kind of shape. And I'm gonna select black color right there and press Alt plus backspace to fill in with the color that you select. I'm gonna select black color, and I'm gonna just decrease the opacity really quick and go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and let's see, something like that. Cool. Okay, now I'm gonna just select this tool and I'm gonna press the Control key and just make it something like that. Okay, and I'm gonna create a layer mask. I'm gonna select the gradient tool and I'm gonna just lighten the sides a bit. Okay, that looks good. And next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to shadow layer. I'm gonna just select the brush tool and decrease the flow really low. I'm gonna just give it a nice shadow effect right there. That's looking good. That is looking pretty decent. And I'm gonna just like change the color a bit. You can experiment with colors. I'm just going to something like that. Okay, cool. So it looks good. You can see the nice effect going right there, and I can just like move with the help of arrow keys so that it doesn't look fake. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, so this was it guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification icon so that you never miss a future update. Also, if you enjoyed this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have any queries or feedback to give, the comment section is all yours. Thanks and see you in the next video.